If you're on your lean bulk, you're gonna wanna tap in. If you wanna figure out how to make nice meals for yourself like this is a monster plate. And specifically, you are on a lean bulk. I got the juice, man. Just tap in, Just look, if you're not on a lean bulk, if you're just trying to put on maximum size, or if you're building towards a different goal, understandable. But if you're on a lean bulk and you wanna figure out what you wanna eat, tap in. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. So people, this is everything that we're going to need to make our beautiful meal. I have some packed vegetables here, spring vegetables. I've got some green peas, broccoli, lean beef, a couple different kinds of onions, some garlic, and a bunch of spices, because if you don't season your food, you're lame. That being said, just so that you guys know, if you ever want to see the macros on your food, or the macros, I suppose, you could look over here. So I could see 4 servings per container. So this thing is the calories. Everything that you see here is for a serving, for 1 serving. So really multiply this by 4. Inside of this packet, I have 800 calories, 22 times 4, 88 grams of protein inside of this thing. I'm pretty sure. Could have just butchered that math. But anyway, pro tip, use really sharp knives. Don't really worry about making everything a perfect thin slice. That shit doesn't matter. You're just gonna cook it anyway. And wear glasses if you're gonna cut onions. I forgot to mention that part. This is a self-improvement channel, so as much as this video is about diet, I just wanna throw it out there. If you're going to make the time to cook, which is not the highest ROI activity, you might as well do something like listen to a podcast or learn information as you're doing so.
You're in the top 5-10% of humans to have ever existed. You might not have the best physique, but you've got the physique with the intellect and the health and the business and the love and everything. A woman who is high quality is one of the most desirable things on this fucking universe. And she meditates and she doesn't drink and she doesn't, fornicate and whatever. Some of the guys already wifed her. Some of the guys already fucking wifed her, because that's a fucking catch, right? So this is why it's so hard to find a good quality woman, because this...
Dude, actually enjoying myself here a little bit. Finally done chopping everything up. Now it's time to toss it onto the heat. What I'm going to do is start with this, because of the fat in it, does not actually need oil. You could just put this directly onto the heat and it's gonna start cooking fine. So I got some flame going for me here. Put that on the heat. Now I need some scissors.
There are a lot of women who are good quality, but they're very quickly given commitments, marriage, whatever, or at least boyfriend-girlfriend relationship by the guy who sees that. So you need to be ready to meet the girl, right? So many guys will say like, oh, I'm not ready. I'm not looking to date right now. I'm just going to wait. I'm too young. What I would say to that is just be open to it. You'll never know if you meet that wife quality girl, top 5% girl, when you're like 16 years old. You never know if you meet her then. You never know.
He's spazzing right now. He's spazzing. In you go. You hear that sizzle? Yeah. Get every bit of meat. Boom. And now the other packet. Now what you want to do is grab this and start breaking it up. At this point, you want to start spazzing on the seasoning. Because even though we're getting these gains in, we're going to do it while we enjoy ourselves.
You'll never know if you meet that wife quality girl, top 5% girl, when you're like 16 years old. You never know if you meet her then. You never know when you go into like your more like autistic periods where you just focus on work. Okay, sweet, do that. But you never know if you're going to walk past that girl, and it doesn't serve you to be closed off to that kind of woman. It serves you to always think in your mind, today could be the day that I meet that high quality girl that I actually want to be with. right? So you close yourself off to casual dating, close yourself off to casual sex, resist the lust that the modern world has put onto us, because nothing is at the end of that rainbow. In that year review that I told you about, like I was writing out, or like what 2024 was like, and I wrote multiple times that not just casual sex, which I thought was the problem, even casual dating and kind of getting feelings for a girl that I knew was not like my wife. It's specifically only looking for the girl that you would actually want to be your wife and have your children. Everything else is degenerate.
At this point, I like to let it cook until it really just soaks up all of its own juices. Like I told you, you don't have to put any sort of oil or anything. I just put this right in the pan. It'll start to cook up on its own. After that, we get to throwing in the other stuff. But this is gonna bring its own like fluid, so I like to let it drain first. Lastly, I like to throw in this and let it sit on heat. We got that cooking in its juices over there. We got some veggies getting down over here. Now, we can start to think about the rice. Ooh. Now remember, kids, knobs turned away from you. We don't want no accidents. Rice on low heat, veggies cooking. Let's check on this. That smells amazing. Looks good too. I'll probably give it a good stir real quick, but you're done. Next thing I'm gonna show you is the plating. Let's plate these. So easy. Straight out the pot. Straight out the pot. Okay, I'm gonna do this with two hands because I don't want to get cocky here and make a mess. Beautiful. All right, put that away. And last, but certainly not least, the roast. It's not actually a roast, but my point is the protein. I like to eat ground beef just because it's so easy to cook, dude. There's not much you have to do. You don't even need oil. Like I said, you just throw it in there and it's game, baby. Let's go. Right there. Keep a portion for my meal later. And voila, people. That's it. We got it. We're good. Boy. Boom. Veg, protein, just waiting on the rice. I threw some peas in there while the rice was cooking. We're right at the point which I thought it was done. It's great, it's very soft. It's jasmine rice, so it's really not that hard to cook. I put it on like low medium heat, leave it on for a long time, let it steam itself out. You'll be good with like 20-30 minutes. It's nice and sweet. I like it to be sweet. That's why I also put in the peas. So I got some sweetness, savory there, savory there. The key to it really is just kind of setting yourself up for 3-4 days in advance. So you want to cook a big meal. The bigger the meal, the longer, the further out you could cook for. It's a trade-off on that one day where you do have to cook. So if you're smart, you'll plan it out. I used to do my meal prep on Sundays. Right now, it's Christmas break, so I have all the free time in the world. But just plan which day you're gonna cook for, and then if you're smart, you could just take that whole afternoon to just go cook. Listen to music, listen to podcasts, don't worry about any homework, get all of that out the way. Sunday, you sort out your food and you'll eat the whole week. You'll be good. Let's plate this. There you have it. Not gourmet, but pretty good. Easy meals. Let me know if you like the content, people. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what kind of stuff you want to see next. Anything fitness, anything self-improvement, just put it in the comments and I will deliver. Thank you for watching. Umakwana. Keep going.